morning, guys. Good morning to everybody. Welcome into my channel. This is Trev from Trevessence, and this morning we are going to be reading from the book of Isaiah, chapter 13. But before we do that, if you are new here, a very, very special welcome to you. And if you are a returning traveler, I want to say thank you for your continued support. Now let's get on with it. Yesterday, we read a few chapters of Isaiah, and something rather interesting we read in chapter 10, where the Bible talks about, in chapter 10 and verse 11, it says, "Shall I not, as I have done unto Samaria and her idols, so do to Jerusalem and her idols." And I thought to myself, wow, is it a coincidence that as I am reading the Bible right there, that the war has started in Jerusalem, between Jerusalem and Palestine? I don't know, but we never know how the events of our lives are going to collide. And so, as I was thinking about it yesterday, I thought, wow, here I am in the book of Isaiah, where the Lord is saying, as I have done to the enemies, so will I do to Jerusalem. If Jerusalem starts worshiping idols, I will treat them the same way I treat the enemies. And that to me is very strange, because considering the role that Jerusalem plays in the scriptures, I am a little bit baffled that the wrath and the anger towards Jerusalem continues to persist regardless. Now, when we read earlier chapters, the Bible talked about how the children of Israel were the chosen people, and the Lord desired them. He desired their worship. He desired to be in their presence. And I wonder, if I desire to be in your presence, and your prayers and grace and mercy is so important to me, why would it be still so important, my destruction? And so it is not for me as an ordinary human being to even comprehend that matter. And so I just look at what's going on in Jerusalem right now and try to tie it in with the scripture, because it probably can be no coincidence that I am at this particular area of the scriptures, and what is happening at Jerusalem is happening simultaneously. And so when I looked at what was happening on Saturday morning when the attack came, the revelers at the party, at the music festival and all of that, young people enjoying themselves, having a good time. And then here comes the enemy to destroy them. And it makes me think. I'm not going to say anything more on that. It just makes me think. Because here in Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 11, he says, "Shall I not, as I have done unto Samaria and her idols, so do to Jerusalem and her idols?" I rest my case. This morning, we are going to be reading Isaiah chapter 13. The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the nobles. I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts musters the host of the battle. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. You all hear that? They come from afar off, with the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. How for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. And they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travails. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate. And he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogance of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall move out of her place, and the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. And it shall be as the chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up, that shall every man turn to his own people, and flee every one into his own land. Every one that is found shall be thrust through, and every one that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. What is going on right now in the Middle East? Compare that to what the Bible is talking about right now. That's all I'm going to say about that. Let us continue. Verse 17 says, Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare, not even children. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellency, shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. Verse 22, and this is the last verse of chapter 22. And the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant places. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. Here ends the reading of Isaiah chapter 13. When we come back tomorrow, we will move on to Isaiah chapter 14. Israel's triumph in the fall of Babylon. Once again, I want to say thanks to everyone who came into the live this morning. I want to say thank you all so much for your support. I really do hope you enjoy the reading as much as I enjoy bringing it to you. And that's going to be it from me for this morning, my friends. Until next time, this is Trev from Travessence, where your journey matters. Have yourselves a great day, everybody.